finished with grinding and I have no idea if story stuff's gonna happen, so let's see what happens. Please be interesting. As expected. Oh! Not what I expected. I've already seen this conversation, but...
Professor.
No. I'm a horrible person.
Everyone, listen up. I have a proposal. We are now building our forces in order to rise up against the Imperial Army. But it wouldn't be smart for us to fight under the banner of the Alliance. That would only incite the lords who support the Empire. We've also combined forces with the Knights of Seros. Therefore, I suggest that we operate under a new symbol. That's why I've prepared this. You may recognize it as the Crest of Flames, which resides in Teach, the phantom crest that has reappeared after more than 1,000 years.
Huh. This is gonna be really similar to the Resistance route, isn't it? I mean, it's probably technically called the Seros route, but even so.
We're attempting our own miracle, so it seems like a suitable symbol for us. So, until we welcome the dawn of a new age in Fodlan, let's fight to the very end, as one, under the symbol of the Crest of Flames.
Impressive, Claude. Forget restoring the monastery. You've somehow roped everyone into fighting back against the Empire.
If you recall, I never technically asked anyone to join us. If anything, we have Teach's achievements to thank. Now that you mention it, I guess I should express my gratitude. Hey, friend. So this is where you've been.
Yep.
Without you, the Knights never would have joined our cause. I can never pay you back for that.
You're welcome.
Just leave it to me, Teach. When this fight is over, I plan to see all of my dreams come to fruition. And yours as well.
What are your dreams, Claude?
Well, for example, to bust open Fodlan's throat. There's a massive fortress there, which is responsible for protecting the eastern border of the Alliance. I like to think of it as a lid on a bottle. The people of Fodlan only know a small part of the world. Their prejudices are born because they don't know what lies beyond their borders. And the opposite is true too. Those outside of Fodlan don't know about this place. Ignorance breeds discrimination.
Tumblr, take note.
Whether you look inside the bottle or outside of it, if you really look, all you'll find are people who you can get along with if you only try.
Do I need to repeat myself? I'll repeat myself if I have to.
That's why I want to bust open that lid, which is keeping us locked inside. Or destroy the bottle entirely.
Wait, you're gonna break the wheel? Don't go full Daenerys on us, please. Are you going to tell our allies about this?
I'll find the right time to bring it up. Even if I talked about it now, it doesn't seem realistic, does it?
Nope.
First, we need to defeat the Empire and restore peace to... Huh?
Professor, Claude, we're under attack.
I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. What's going on, Leone?
It's a small group, but some Imperial troops are headed this way. It looks like they were stationed nearby.
I've got to hand it to Edelgard. Nothing gets past that woman.
We should proceed cautiously.
As long as we don't let our guard down, there's no way they can defeat us. This will be our first battle alongside the Knights of Seros. Let's kick off our new partnership with a magnificent victory.
Alrighty then. Actually, is there any certifications I need to see to since grinding? Ooh! Right! Do it. Let's see if I can actually make use of you with this. Honestly, it seems like a lot of the master certifications are a trap unless they're not named Grimoire, Mortal Savant, or have to do with a flying class, but even so. And not quite. Probably want me to max out that class anyway. How close are you? Tempting. Let's do it.
I passed?
You did. Let's see, if I want you to go any further, it'd have to be a Great Knight, so I'm not gonna... Honestly, given the circumstances, it would probably take too long to build up your riding skill for that, so I'm probably better off to have Leone as a backup for that. Unless I can try to build Ferdinand back up for it. And I do have the... Well, to be fair, I do have a lot maxed out, so it's not as if it's completely unfeasible. I mean, I managed to get a decent number of characters up. If I go down to my... Well, yeah, if I go down to my Kingdom folks, they actually are at a level where they can handle this fight, and Petra and Dorothea are getting pretty darn close. Probably won't worry about Ferdinand and Caspar apart from maybe supports. But even so, probably not going to worry about the knights as per usual unless it involves supports, but... Ooh, what's been added? Oh, this ought to be interesting. These two hate each other.
The earth nurtures the trees, and the trees bear fruit. It's the earth itself that gives us all life. O Fodlan, land of plenty, bless us with the gift of delicious food.
What are you doing?
Good question.
Oh, it's just you, Lawrence.
I was disturbed by your ridiculous blather. Must you recite it quite so loudly? And can you even call that nonsense poetry when it is utterly ignorant of rhyme and meter?
Ouch. You don't hold back, do you?
Nope.
I didn't know you were so particular about poetry. Ha! Maybe you have a secret poetry collection of your own hidden somewhere.
That's absurd. Where did you hear that?
He actually does. Now that I think of it, he actually does. Manuela happened upon it, and it was actually rather interesting to say the least. I need to go find that conversation.
And just what was that poem about? It seemed to me that you were praising the land. But is it not the goddess who nurtures the land? Should your praise not go to her instead?
Of course you zero in on that detail. You really are a Fodlan noble through and through.
Certainly. Aren't you?
I'm not quite the same, no. Though noble blood flows within me, it can't change who I am at heart.
Pardon? I think you had best clarify.
Listen, Lawrence, you had ambitions of becoming the Alliance's ruler, didn't you? Would you like to try that for real? If you really want it, I wouldn't mind giving up my position.
What's this all of a sudden? That is not an offer to be made in jest.
I'm not joking around. I've been thinking it for a while now. I originally thought you were like a fox drawn in by the deer of the Alliance. But I was wrong. You're no thoughtless predator. You're trying to properly train the deer around you. Isn't that right?
That is my intention. But the ambition is insufficient. To rule well, a certain temperament is required. When we first met, I mistrusted you a great deal, and on my father's advice, I observed you closely. That is why I can say this for certain. You possess the qualities necessary to govern.
A compliment from you? That's about as rare as a deer standing on its hind legs and doing a jig.
Merely a statement of fact, one that is quite relevant to the future of the Alliance.
The future of the Alliance, huh? You really are devoted to your cause.
Depending on your actions, I may yet see fit to seize your position for myself. Bear that in mind.
I welcome the idea. It means I can feel safe vanishing whenever I see fit.
Vanishing? Do not tell me you intend to die in this conflict. You cannot shape the future if you do not live to see it.
Ha! First you compliment me, and now you're worrying about me? What have you done with the real Lawrence?
Ouch.
No, I'm not going to die. I'm tougher than I look. Besides, this war isn't just for the Alliance anymore. It's going to decide the fate of all Fodlan. It would be cruel to leave you with the burden of uniting all of Fodlan by yourself, don't you think?
Burden? Please. If there were none other suitable, I would gladly become a king. Or even an emperor.
Well, well. I guess I shouldn't take Lawrence of the famous House Gloucester so lightly. Really, though, don't you go dying on me either, Lawrence. We're going to need men like you in the age to come.
The same to you, Claude. A world without you would be ever so dull.
That's one way to put it. Huh. Actual begrudging respect. I can live with that. Ooh, what's this entail?
Well, we've got another battle coming up. What do you think of our chances?
Winning is always the goal. At any rate, I've done everything I can to prepare.
That's the right attitude. I'm sure they're doing all they can on their side, too.
I don't doubt it, but however strong they are, it's no more than a Fodlan concern. Who knows how far this world extends beyond the boundaries of Fodlan? Talk of strength or weakness doesn't amount to much when it's only in relation to a tiny corner of the world.
Guess you're right. Thinking about it like that, even this war seems like a storm in a teacup.
Exactly. It's nothing more than an internal quarrel amongst the people of Fodlan.
Typical laid-back Claude. I always like talking to you. Your perspective on the world is so refreshing. Things I thought were obvious turn out not to be.
The way you think, that changes the way you see things. Common sense never tells the whole story. It's similar to what we were talking about before, about how you need to doubt yourself first.
True enough, but where did you get these ideas? That perspective of looking past the walls of Fodlan, when it's all we can see in front of us.
Do you really want to know?
She does.
I do.
But I'm afraid now isn't the time. When this war is won, I'll tell you all about it.
You
It'll be easier
tease.
for me to show you than to tell you.
Show me. Are we going somewhere?
It's quite a distance. You'll start to appreciate how big the world is if you go.
Sounds eye-opening. I'll look forward to it.
Cyril did say that Elmira was a pretty big place, even larger than Fodlan, didn't he? If it wasn't Cyril, it was someone else.
Can we call it a promise?
Yes, it's a promise. But first, let's win this war and leave it far behind us.
What else have we got? Oh yeah, this conversation.
I heard what you did. I'm disappointed, Leonie.
Hi, Shamir. What have you heard exactly?
You aimed your bow at a group of students passing through the monastery. Was this your idiotic idea of training? I told you to be cautious.
I'm sorry. Idiotic's a bit harsh, though, isn't it?
What were you planning on doing after you took aim? Shooting passersby? Of course not. If you want to train, choose a target you can actually shoot.
I know. Everyone was pretty mad. I really am sorry.
Nobody's happy to have a bow pointed at them.
My mentor used to do that kind of thing a lot.
Mentor? Was that Gerald?
Yeah, but that's Gerald!
I don't know much about him. Would he really do that?
Would and did. Mostly when he was drunk, though.
Not a good habit to emulate. From now on, only aim at bugs, like I showed you.
But, I don't really like bugs.
Exactly.
You don't like bugs? That should make you want to aim at them even more.
I just can't look at them. Seeing all the extra legs and things, ugh, makes my skin crawl.
Then just draw some spiders and hang them on the walls. Aim at the drawings whenever you pass one. Overcome your fear of bugs while you train.
You want me to draw spiders? Ew, no. Would that even help?
Yes,
Yes, I should know.
there it is.
Huh? You were scared of them too?
I was, but they don't bother me anymore.
Okay, you've talked me into it. I'll give it a try.
And don't hang them where other people might pass.
Got it. Learn my lesson. Promise.
I'm choosing to believe that.
Given Leonie, that's probably a good... Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll find out! Where's this gonna go?
Ferdinand, there you are.
Oh, right, this.
Stay back, Hilda. I will no longer entertain your clever little requests. Your wiles will not work this time.
You shouldn't yell at a noble maiden. It's a no-no, etiquette-wise. By way of an apology, you may brew me some tea.
I am sorry to have offended you, but delightful as it sounds, I will not be brewing any tea at present. Besides, I taught you how to do it before. You should be able to do it on your own, so why don't you?
You did show me how to do it, but I can't do it as well as you.
And why not?
You selected just the right leaves, and you boiled them just right. You even considered the room temperature and humidity. Then you set out just the right pot along with just the right cups. You immediately picked out a design that you
Don't
knew
fall
I
for
would
it.
like. When you poured, the temperature, the timing, and the technique were
Don't fall
all
for it.
impeccable.
You seem to know an awful lot about tea for someone who cannot even pour it.
Good call.
Not really. Maybe I picked up a couple things from watching you.
Keep tugging at that string, Birdie. Keep doing that.
Even
I don't
the
even call you that.
sound of the liquid pouring into the cups was like music. Taken as a whole, it was an almost spiritual experience. A symphony for the senses.
I was just making tea in the traditional fashion.
Oh, I'm so flustered I'm not getting my point across. I'm trying to say that your tea is like love. You're devoted to bringing happiness to those who drink it. I could taste that from the first drop.
Well, when serving another, one must put in a little bit of love. But I must say, you surprise me. Not many are so attentive to the finer points of tea. I made quite the impression on you. Perhaps I ought to pour you another.
You idiot.
Really? Oh, thank you, Ferdinand.
I shall find us a suitable brew. Wait here a moment.
Oh, Ferdinand. So simple, and yet so kind.
You manipulative little twerp. Granted, it's amusing to. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Oh, Zenith! Good day to you, and farewell.
Just a moment, Hilda. How are you feeling?
Sorry? Oh, fine.
You're
I'm
avoiding
doing
him,
just
aren't
fine.
you?
I'm glad to hear it. I had heard that you requested a substitute for your cleaning duty due to an illness.
You really do know everything, Zenith.
Rip and
Just
tear.
prior to that, you also asked for someone to take your place with table setting. I believe that was due to a wrist injury. It was not too serious, I hope.
Ah, you heard about that. The wrist is all healed up, thank you.
I seem to recall also that you declined to participate in a mock battle. That was due to a headache, yes?
I have a very fragile body, you see. It's so kind of everyone to make accommodations.
You are terrible at lying. I mean, apparently you're not terrible at lying because those excuses worked, but surely they're... Look, I know Ferdinand sees through it sometimes, and I know Sylvain saw through it, but come on, this is Sedet you're dealing with here. There's no way he's not going to chew you out for this, which is why you're looking nervous.
Indeed. It is a great friend who offers to help without complaint. See that you treasure such friends, and that you return the favor.
Of course. Well, then I should really be...
By the way,
Was there something else you wanted?
it so happens I am on my way to the chapel to offer my prayers. Would you care to join me?
Oh, no, I wouldn't want to intrude. I've already offered up all my prayers for the day.
Marvelous. We must always remember to give our thanks to the goddess. It is essential that we offer our prayers to her each day, that we reflect on our deeds and strive to live as she would want us to live.
We're-
For the goddess sees all that we say and do.
There's the hammer.
I...
There's the hammer.
Now, if you will excuse me.
Of course. Goodbye now.
So much said.
How is Sedith so scary? It feels like he can see right through me. I guess that's his way of saying stop being lazy. I wish he'd just scold me outright.
Now, where's the fun
This
in
is
that?
Precisely why I try to avoid him.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to avoid each other on the battlefield anymore. That is way too amusing. That is so satisfying after seeing you play the avoidance game everywhere else.
Flane, I have another.
Another one, Linhart?
Pretty sure it's
breakthrough
the...
has been made.
Well, yes.
Yeah, okay, I've seen that one. Curious to see what the A support is going to be, but I'll see that later. Have I seen this one?
Linhart, wake up!
Yes, I have.
More-
Alright, anything new with Bernie? Nope. So far. Okay, seen that one.
Ingrid.
At this point, it's mostly just skipping through them to progress things along. Honestly, I probably don't need to worry about it too much, but you know what? Slight benefit in combat, why not?
Oh,
Is that all of them? Yes, that appears to be. Alrighty, let's go get our butts kicked.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Though plans to resist the Empire are still being devised by the Alliance Army, the Imperial Army has already anticipated their next move. An Imperial vanguard just outside Gareg Mach, led by General Randolph, begins to advance with the aim of toppling the monastery once again.
Good luck!
Why, thank you so much.
I've got clawed on a wyvern. You will die.
I am grateful.
Honestly, I'm not that impressed with him stat-wise, but you know what? I'll take a new weapon that's put in my hand at this rate.
thank you.
How long are you gonna go on this?
Thank you.
Shut up. Okay, let's get him. Holy crap, I forgot I had that much gold. Okay. This is a... Alright, this is a main story battle, so let's not mince words. We'll bring Seth along, but... Alright, so... Let's start by putting in all our golden deer peeps. Why am I saying weird things I don't normally say? I must be tired. I'm just gonna blame exhaustion until I start believing the excuse. And then... I'm tempted to swap Annette out for a healer. Let's see, is there anyone... Well, actually, I could probably... No, I think having a second flyer wouldn't be a bad idea. So... Oh, I don't know. They've got a ballista, though. Okay, let's swap Sedith out for another healer. Linhardt's got more... Let's see. Yeah, I'd say Linhardt's probably... Actually... Flame has Fortify. She doesn't have Physic, but she has Fortify. She's not great when it comes to level, but she does have the Crest of Sethlene, so if I put her with Linhardt, should be able to make things work. Also, because I am highly amused by things, guess who's going to be accompanying you, Hilda? Gotta make sure you stay on point, right? And then, because I'm curious to see how the conversation will go, I'll have you go with Shamira's again. Mostly for story reasons. Oh yeah, I put you on a horse. That'll make things easy. You still got all your magic, right? Excellent. Hang on a second. I thought you had more uses of silence than that. And aura. Well, let's find out. If I reclass you as a bishop, what happens?
I feel like I've been reborn.
Ah, I was right. It looks like... Oh, right, that must be the special ability of the bishop. Give me a second. Yep, doubles the number of uses for white magic. Yeah, it looks like the master classes really are a trap. Still... Unless you're trying to get the benefits. Well, honestly, given that we have Flane and Byleth on the field, and actually Annette can be a healer too if I really need her to be. Well, we'll try out the Holy Knight, see what we make of it.
Now I can get even stronger.
Now, in the meantime, is there anything else I want to do? Actually, does Claude still have a battalion with him? Oh yeah, I gave him those guys. Oh wait, he came with them, my bad. I don't know English. Actually, if I can bring these guys out, why the hell not? They're powerful, they'll last a while. The problem is, most of them... I charm. Let's try this out. I'll worry about rearranging the others later. Alright, am I happy with this arrangement? Yep, Raphael there. We'll have the Avatar of Death closer to the field so we can deal with the cavalry. Hilda on the front. Lawrence we can have in front as well. Okay, let's try this out. What's the worst that can happen? We all die?
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
So, the enemy intends to use their overwhelming numbers to defeat us. Let's fight fire with actual fire.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Gareg Mach.
If they reach the interior, the enemy will take the monastery. Drive them back immediately.
Alright, actually... I should work on your reason skills, shouldn't I? I can't remember if you're bad at it or
I'll
not.
do my best.
Luckily... Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
I have to do this.
That was rare.
Goddess, forgive me.
I'm impressed.
My orders?
Leone, take the shot. I should give you better... I should give you better equipment.
Pure grit!
You're what?
For Gerald. I've reached the top.
Just like that.
Wait, I've still got you as a pally right now? Oh, okay.
What's my strategy?
I'm curious. Let's give her another bow. Yeah, you shouldn't need that vulnerary. Let's try that trade.
Shall we?
Let's shall.
we?
At the ready.
Alright, let's start simple. With murder!
I fought and won.
Everyone on this team is so grossly overleveled. It's actually insane. Why is everyone targeting Ignatz? What did he do? I mean, besides everything. And nothing. Ooh, excellent.
In a hurry to die, are you?
Nice.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Okay, you can stay as a Dark Knight. That was awesome. You can stay as a Dark Knight now. That was cool. Alright, don't attack yet. Alright, what's the range on this guy? Alright, that'll hurt if he actually gets too close.
Leave it to me.
Raphael, block him off.
Thank you.
Let's make this quick.
Okay, that'll mean the Onager fires at you, so let's hold you back a little bit. I guess to make things a little easier, we can break down this barrier.
I'm your girl.
Onward.
Oh yeah, you're the only one who isn't actually under-leveled. Well, I guess we can work on your experience a little bit while we're here.
They say experience feeds growth.
Steady now.
That's probably to break down the barrier. Let's not do that.
What?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church.
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues.
So it looks like Claude's plan worked.
It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob. We'll destroy them all.
You will certainly try. Ooh, that actually hurt.
No chance.
Man, everyone is so grossly over leveled. This is ridiculous. Ow. Maybe that's why Lawrence is doing so well. Yeah, honestly, if he weren't over leveled, he'd probably be dead right now.
Does his duty.
I knew Byleth would survive that at least.
Allied soldiers are making preparations for the plan. Protect them.
As planned. Marianne, give him something to look at.
This is for the best, right?
You do have a lance, right? Well, one. Let's do more exchanges. Sure that we've got... Really? Nothing better than an upgraded Iron Lance? Actually, wait, I'm only looking at what Byleth can use. I don't know if you can use this, Marianne, but hey. Give you something to work towards. In the meantime, die!
All is going to plan.
I'll use this power for the greater good.
Alright, let's start giving him something to think about. Where's the best place to start? Probably shooting that guy down. Step one.
We should have seen that coming.
Actually, you've got pretty good movement. Step two.
For the future of Bodland. I want to do my part.
Risky. Use, but doable.
I can still fight.
Here's what we'll do. You've still got your lance and you're still... Oh wow, you're not decent at it, I forgot. Tempest Lance. I've got more money than... everything.
Thought you could best me?
I can afford to use one charge of this. Avatar of Death.
I will not die yet. Can't afford to slack off.
Everyone is so grossly overleveled.
Haven't withered away just yet.
I'm gonna have to bring out my Kingdom army just to balance this out. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna go into maddening difficulty and just get destroyed immediately. This is ridiculous compared to what I've been fighting against.
Appreciated. Shall we?
Press forward. Yeah, that would take half of her HP instead of a third.
Nice try.
That would actually do some damage. Oh, it's an onager. Maybe I could have had Ingrid out in the field.
Apologies. gaining confidence.
Keep pushing forward. And meanwhile, let's give him something to look at over here.
An offense in sight!
Our quarrel wasn't personal.
Oh yeah, you've got the minor crest of Gloucester.
Good, but not enough.
Need to remember that. Okay, what's taking an interest? Pegasi. And a great interest at that. If I can cut off any of them, really. Or give him a more interesting target. Ooh, I know how to do it. Flame! You've got the rescue ability, use it! Real quick, what's their range? Alright then, go bring Lysithea up here. Flame take a position here. Excellent. Then we'll have you take a position over here. Byleth move forward. Have you two move along there. Preparation for what's coming next. Surprised that first one missed. Also, why was Seth facing the opposite direction? That's cute. Rude, sir. Alright. Alright, Leonie's not in range for any of them, but they'll attack as soon as she does this. So, start simple. Murder!
How about a curtsy?
Ooh, a better bow. Take it. Alright, so they'll do a decent amount of damage, but not enough to be too concerned yet. For now, we've got a couple of Pegasi that need to die. So who needs experience right now? Well, you know what? None of you need experience unless your name is Flame. So I'm not gonna even worry about experience.
Still alive.
Sure! You need the experience. Excalibur!
Child's play.
Well done. Take him down.
You got yourself killed. Thanks.
Whoops. Not who I meant to dance for, but that's okay.
Thanks so much.
His bow will be more useful anyway. Actually, I'm not well, at the moment, everyone's bow is useful because of how frickin' just everything. We're so over-leveled. This isn't even a challenge. I'm gonna be so unprepared for maddening difficulty. So incredibly unprepared. Oh yeah, I forgot to trade out experience and knowledge gems, didn't I?
Make a difference?
For Shamir, it did. That's slow that you can get double striked by Hilda. Ooh, Brave Lance. I'll take. Take that,
Don't
sucker.
get used to this.
Alright, now we've got their magic.
You're too kind.
Alright, she doesn't have that many as a Holy Knight. So, we've got magic, we've got Pegasi, oh dear. I'm thinking I should fall back a little bit more. Actually, Claw's probably in range too. Oh, if there weren't that creep there, I'd do it. There's too many armored dudes. Okay, the Pegasi are the real scary ones. So I guess we'll do what we did before.
Too easy. We're all desperate, aren't we?
Desperate enough.
The weak fall, the strong live.
And we'll pull you back here. You know what, you want to take that shot? You can do that. I can afford to do that anyway. And then let's make sure that you are able to fight back against the Pegasus that goes after you. You'll have Axe Breaker on your side, so pick up the axe. Oh yeah, I forgot! You have ridiculously long range because of that staff. I'd give it to Lawrence because it's technically his house's relic, but at the same time, it is way too useful in your hands. Dang it.
We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention. You can't defeat us with that many soldiers? The Imperial Army is doomed without a capable general.
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Now! Fire!
A fire attack! The damage is too great. We can't fight anymore. All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers! Carry away the injured soldiers!
Oh, if only you were gonna get that chance.
If we let them escape, they'll come back to attack later. We have to take them out.
Ow. Luckily, the field is wide open for us now. We just have to use it. So, Flane's our weakest attacker, and we don't need her to use anything serious yet. Start with this.
I cannot lose! I feel my strength building.
Thanks.
At least Claude's unaffected by all this.
Did the trick.
Still in it.
Hope so.
Too close for my liking.
Do it. Ooh, magic bow.
Can't afford to slack off.
Well, at least you won't take any burning damage, but I'm gonna need to use Fortify again at this rate. Oh yeah. Fiery floor no matter where you look. Luckily, you can still hit somebody! Jeez!
I've got no time for mercy.
Actually, can you use Break Shot to kill him? Do it!
I took care of it.
Thanks.
Get him! Dang it.
That's another one.
You know what? We can afford to have you sit in the fire. Get him!
You lost that one.
Useful. Yeah, may as well use the Brave Bow.
Sorry, but I must.
Alright, more flyers. Everyone's burning. Alright, Raphael's the most important one to get up. Good work. So, let's start simple. Alright, silver bow it is. Let's make sure it lands.
I wasn't about to let you go.
Let's get you back up so we can have you do some damage too. Yeah, that'll do.
Child's play.
And horses do not like fire floor.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, let's not take that chance yet. As overpowered as we are right now, let us not take those chances.
No chance.
Good work.
Did it again.
Get up.
I've got no time for mercy.
Yeah, heck, why not? Why am I doing this when I could have used the Onager? I may have a ton of resources, but fixing a Brave Bow isn't...
A total loss. We can't just return home like this.
Teach, look out! They're after your head!
He should be concerned for his own. After all, we have the means with which to take his.
not dying here.
Good work.
I'll keep pushing myself.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
Yeah, you really got bogged down by that.
Much needed.
Maybe I should have had you dismount. No matter.
For my house, for justice, I will not be defeated!
Good time for a secret scheme.
There we are. Now we can do all the setup required to mess with them. Probably should have had Flame claim that spot, but that's okay. Have a swing.
I must lead them well.
Take out the other one. Why am I having you use your silver bow?
I'll defeat you!
Must be getting in too much of a hurry. Then again, I am grossly over-leveled and with way more money than I know what to do with. Oh, nice. I think I figured out why Lawrence is doing so... Well, Lawrence. Why do I keep mixing the two names up? I can see why Linhardt's doing so well experience-wise. I keep pairing him with Flame.
Thank you.
And keep bringing Flame out to play.
I earned this.
You gonna tell me what that special dance does? Yeah, well, no matter. Gather round, children. Ooh, Killer Lance.
Mother, please. I'm so...
I am only just beginning.
Those Imperial troops are really something. Looks like we'll face a lot of resistance in the future.
Unfortunately for them, we're grossly overleveled.
Thank you so much.
Phew, nice work. We won without much incident, thanks to all of you.
Now the enemy knows we're on the move. What do you plan to do?
I intend to ask the Alliance Lords to share some troops with us to bolster our forces.
I will speak plainly. No matter whom we beseech for reinforcements, our envoys will inevitably pass through Gloucester territory. My father is being cautious not to give the Empire a pretext to intervene. Therefore, he is unlikely to allow even envoys to pass through.
Why not request reinforcements from the kingdom?
I guess I haven't told you yet, Teach. The kingdom isn't in a position to be sending anyone reinforcements. After losing King Lambert during the tragedy of Duscur, a regent had been handling its politics. But then, there was a bloody coup. The regent and Prince Dimitri both. Apparently the whole family was killed. All bladed territory, including the kingdom capital, is being ruled by those who are cooperating with the Empire. The kingdom is no more. It's now called the Fargus Dukedom. The vast majority of the former kingdom lords bent a knee to the overwhelming power of the Empire and the Dukedom, and now fall under their jurisdiction. Some who formerly held power are continuing to resist, but it would be difficult for them to regain it.
Oh hey, I can think of one person who we can ask for reinforcements. Someone whose territory is really close and who's on good terms with Claude. Ah, the hero of Daphnel, I presume.
I've seen her before, and she does seem to be reliable.
You're talking about Judith, right? I bet she would lend us a hand.
She seems strong.
That's right, you've met her once before, Teach. She's a fearsome one-woman army. She did a lot for me, even before I was recognized as the heir to House Regan. I don't like the idea of owing her more than I already do, but given the current situation, sacrifices must be made. I'll reach out to her. As for the rest of you, prepare for our next battle.
What might this be?
Teach. How are you feeling? Does anything feel strange at all?
Nothing in particular.
Good. I still vividly remember you suddenly collapsing and passing out after you went through those changes. But maybe that's not a concern now that you've spent 5 long years napping. Your command bringing my schemes to life. That's just how we fight best.
Any word from Judith?
Not yet, but there's no need to worry. That woman adores me. Once we've bolstered our forces, it'll finally be time to start taking decisive action. But I wonder, do you really think Rhea is still alive?
She's alive.
I think so too. It's hard to imagine the death of someone as important as her staying a secret. I wonder where she is and what she's doing.
Do you hope she's alive?
All I know is that I still have a lot of questions I need to ask her. About the true history of Creststones and Heroes' Relics, and the truth behind the legend of Seros and Nemesis. She has secrets. Too many of them for my comfort. Considering the state of the world, it's suspicious. You must be curious about what was done to you and what her plans were for you, right? And you never did learn about your mother, did you? None of our doubts will ever be cleared unless we hear these answers from Rhea herself. In that sense, I absolutely hope Rhea is still alive. But as far as Fodlan goes, I do wonder what a world without Rhea would look like.
A world without Rhea?
The majority of people in Fodlan believe in the Seros faith that Rhea preaches. That's why they accept the noble system as if it were the only option, and refuse to associate with those who believe in anything else. That closed-minded philosophy is the reason why Fodlan's throat is locked tight. But if you remove the Archbishop who strictly advocates that doctrine, that worldview is no longer an absolute. There's room for free thought. The leadership of the Church would undoubtedly fall to you, and you would hold the power to change the shape of the faith, of the world.
Now I'm seeing why people like the Golden Deer route. Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Then, for the first time, people would truly be free to think for themselves, to decide what's right and what's wrong. Honestly, I believe Edelgard is probably hoping to achieve something very similar. But her methods require too much bloodshed. That's not something the world can get behind.
Thank you!
Anyway, the best thing we can do is find Rhea and hear what she has to say. Oops. I guess I've been going on for a while now. Sorry about that.
Don't be.
You should get some rest.
Don't be. Alrighty.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Alliance Army requests reinforcements from Judith, head of House Daphno, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
Alrighty then. Looks like these live streams are going to go quicker than otherwise, given that I'm able to blaze through battles so quickly. My gosh. Alright, let's see what you have to say for yourself. What is going on here?
What? Not enough left for seconds? I'm barely half full!
You eat too much anyways, Raphael. Supplies are running low, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. You've always been so level-headed, Cyril. Now that you've grown up, you're even more that way.
Maybe it's just that the rest of you haven't grown enough. You could work harder at being reliable.
I can't grow if I can't eat.
I have some good news for my hungry friends. We got a reply from Judith. Mr. Leaderman has called a meeting about it. Hurry up, everyone.
We finally received a reply from Judith. The hero of Daphnel has agreed to support us with soldiers and supplies.
She's gonna give us food? She really is a hero.
Maybe Raphael will simmer down now.
Now, regarding where we're going to receive the delivery.
As this is a request from none other than the leader of the Alliance, I wish that I could send troops at once. However, openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Edelgard, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From there, it should be safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Edelgard, the Valley of Torment.
Edelgard is on the border between Daphnel territory and the Kingdom. It'll make sense when we get there, but it's a peculiar region.
I recall there being a scary legend about it.
In any case, if we use that valley, we shouldn't have to worry about being noticed by other Alliance lords.
Edelgard, the Valley of Torment.
And as expected, there will be conflict, as always. So again, playing similarly to the other routes. Okay, fine, I won't be lazy.
Wow, thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow, thanks. This is lovely. Huh? Wow.
Figures.
Yep.
Figures.
Huh?
It was worth a shot.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
What determines when charm is gained? I don't understand it. It seems so random. Fine, I wasn't lazy for Hilda.
My room works. Thank you. Will you drink some? What? Indeed.
At least you're easy enough to see to.
What? Well then. Indeed. The monastery holds so many documents in its library, yet certain facts continue to elude me.
Alright, I've already seen what that has to say for itself.
Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
Well, I know you get charmed no matter what if you do well, but even so. Okay, so, what kind of battles do we have to look forward to? Okay, so, done that one. Done that one. The Crest Scholar blames Marianne. Is it our Crest Scholar? What's the week look like? Chance for gold. Let's see. An opportune time for the Fish of Mystery? In that case, I guess next week I'll do all of the paralogs that pertain to that we've already seen to. Shouldn't be no different than when we played through as the Resistance. So here's what I'll do. I don't know yet what I want to do for this week. I'll probably just do... I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'll probably just do a seminar or rest on that day. But for now, let's see to everyone.
Even though we're getting reinforcements, we should still be prepared for the worst. Never shirk your training, no matter what. To practice, I'm going to chop something up with my sword. Unless you'd like to train together. Care to spar?
I was thinking, it seems Aryan Road. It looks like I guess it did avoid unnecessary.
Some in Fargus believe Dimitri is still alive. My father is one.
If only you knew.
Someday we will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will prepare for our...
Alright, so I've seen most of these already, but there's still some to be seen too. Alright, Lance Turney. Yeah, I think Leonie stands the best chance. If only for her high defense. Hopefully this time we won't get the random crit of doom. That was such BS.
How about a curtsy? How about a curtsy?
How about a handshake? How about a smile? Oh man, no one's gonna get that. Probably for the best.
For Gerald.
For Gerald, I will kick the butts of everyone.
That's the spirit. I'm not dying here.
Butt kicking for goodness.
Make
There
a
we go.
difference.
And we're good, as expected. So, seated here first, as per usual. Anything new over this way? Come on, bring it up. Thank you. I don't think you'll like the answer, but... Oh, okay. Is there anyone in particular I want to build support between? Well, for now. Guess I don't know. I guess between you two.
I'll keep my voice down.
Professor!
Oh yeah, I was gonna work with Lawrence on his faith skill in case I need a little bit of healing.
Hello, Professor.
And actually maybe Marianne on reason as well.
I have lived inconspicuously to be able to. I hope that our.
Yep, as same as before. Oh boy, I feel like I'm gonna be doing this a lot.
Hey, you.
Meeting reinforcement in that land of it also means we will...
Really?
How much motivation do I need to build up? Actually, not that much. I should do
Meeting
I should do
it
some of
also-
this while I'm here. Build up my sword skill even more, so I can throw even more renown around.
It has been half of the. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it.
Just like it was all those years ago.
Indeed. I gazed up at the same sky with mother and father. It does not feel so long ago at all. Wait, but how would you know, Professor?
Oh, my sweet summer child. That's gonna get taken out of context, isn't it? Too bad.
My big brother told me stories of Judith's bravery. With just one look, she tamed a runaway horse that nobody else had been able to touch. When an Almiran general provoked her, she talked him into a tearful apology. She's spectacular. I wish she'd fight alongside us. Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Do I have that? Yes, I do.
So much. You're a sweetheart.
Yay, more money.
A moment, please.
Wait, how do you have the money to pay for that? I just a glorified gopher now? You know what? I already know the answer to that. The answer is yes. The answer is always yes.
I can't believe it. The Valley of Torment. It's exciting. I wonder what the landscape is like.
It sounds painful.
That is an interesting point. The name does seem to suggest that.
Yeah, think.
We may not be students anymore, but it's still important to read. We might even learn something that's useful for our next battle. I couldn't agree more. I hope the Officers' Academy reopens when the war's over. It's a shame the monastery was ruined, but at least the books are still intact.
Trying to remember who's over this way.
Hello.
I didn't think we'd end up fighting Randolph. He's my uncle. Well, not by blood, so I guess I can handle it.
You're very resolute.
Don't worry about me. I'm ready for anything.
Alright, should stop getting distracted by other stuff on my computer.
Don't worry about me.
With the Fargus, the majority, even the houses.
Right.
The monarch, but if we can...
Yep. I'm sure I've heard that before already.
Hearing that an old as this war with the... We have a duty to...
Alright, so that's everything there. This game does not understand. Now, well, no matter.
ALL, the Valley of Torment, lies on the border of 3 noble territories. The kingdoms Fraldarius and Galatea families, and the Alliance's Daphno family. In the Fraldarius lands to the north, the former Kingdom Army and new Duke's Army are fighting.
Professor, the bridge that links Alliance and Empire lands is currently under the occupation of the Imperial Army. In other words, the Empire can choose to invade the Alliance whenever they wish. I want you to understand that my father does not support the Empire to antagonize House Regan. He does it to deprive them of an easy excuse to cross that bridge.
That changes things.
I've heard people talk about the hero of Daphne. If the stories of her courage are true, no one will be able to stand against us. In different circumstances, I'd have wanted to try crossing swords with her. Right now, we have to focus on getting to those reinforcements. Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
Oh, don't worry. Video games. It'll go wrong. Very wrong.
Right.
Hey! To the north of Gip, even though they're since they only just...
I see. I'd never have been recognized as the legitimate heir to House Regan without Judith's recommendation. Feels like I'm digging myself deeper and deeper in debt to the hero of Daphne, but what do? It's all been worth it. After all, we need the Daphne army for our next move. It's possible we'll have to deal with our enemies sooner than later. Be prepared, Teach.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Oh no. ALL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, that place is no.
Can you help me?
Professor? Greetings! Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
As expected.
Professor, there are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
Alright.
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
Hey, Professor! Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today.
Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
I need to find a way to work that into the review. I don't know if I've already said that, but it needs to happen.
Hey, how about a favor?
Oh yeah, I need to go over there for stuff. Well, may as well skip around as per usual. Alright, at this point I'm pretty sure I've seen to most everything. There are a few more conversations I need to have, I think, to get Raphael's perspective on things, and probably to make sure that all the quests are taken care of, but at this point I think it's most everything taken care of that needs to be seen to. So, I don't know, it feels weird to have only gone a little more than an hour.
Nice job.
But at the same time, it's not as if... Well, it's not as if there's a lot that's changed at this point. It isn't... Yeah, it's probably not going to be until later in the routes. Probably after the battle of the rematch of the Eagle and Lion. That's probably when things are going to get real fun.
Welcome.
Until then, though, it's just a matter
Is
of
that the one?
carrying on as normal.
Is that the one?
At least normal for this part of the game.
Come back soon.
In the Imperial route was pretty different, but even so, not too many major differences here. Still. To be fair, though, I've got other things I want to see to tonight, so it'd be fine if I didn't spend all my time with this.
My family, the Galatine. The family split despite blood and not so much acquainted. My family, despite and not so...
Professor, I hear there are this generous I mean, it's... No. It seems some of our friends believe, but I think it's with the added headcount.
Alright, who's over here?
Thanks. Sharing her food with us for nothing in return? Judith really is a great person. She's more like a goddess than the goddess is.
Sure.
I never met her, so I don't know for sure. But she must be beautiful and kind.
For all you know, you've probably run into her and just don't recognize it. Still. Alright. Just a few more things to see to, and then I guess it'll just be a matter of minding my own business, really. I've got other things I need to do tonight that don't pertain to this game, and honestly, this has become an addiction. I should stop letting it consume my life.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you? Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
Or you can come with us. I need someone to out-archer someone.
Since the past, but speaking the I can understand, read, and write with I have gratitude.
Hey!
Hi there!
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing. Well, it's my job. Even if Lady Ray like you. Professor, I never do get used. I suppose I've told. I hope this. Though the thought of working.
Yep.
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
What happens if I say by my name?
Oh? Alright then, I'll call you... nope, sorry, can't do it. Too weird.
I had a feeling there'd be a cop-out so that you can keep calling us Professor instead of any given name, but even so, that was a little too easy. So, I guess while we're here, conversations.
Picking wildflowers? Seems such a common activity for someone like you.
To me, the most beautiful flower is the one that blossoms by its own strength. Lysithea, please accept this as...
Knock it off!
Oh boy.
Sorry. It's just that the thorns are a bit sharp, and I'm not a fan of killing nature.
True sympathy, even for the smallest wildflower. I admire your kindness. When you inherit your house, that kindness will be a balm to your subjects. They and the neighboring lords will trust you instinctively.
Politics. Again.
The Alliance has been harmed in the past by lords who thought only of themselves, who saw others as a means to an end. But you understand others' pain. With you around, I am quite hopeful that the Alliance will flourish again.
That's not something you should get your hopes up about. House Ordelia will end with my father.
I'm sorry? I understand you have a distaste for politics, but could you really allow a noble house 3 centuries old to fall to ruin? This goes beyond you and even your house. What would become of Fodlan if all its noble houses withered away in such a manner? The people would be in disarray. The balance of power would crumble. Chaos would rule.
No, it's just... my body, unfortunately, is not built to last. And I have no siblings. When I die, that's the end.
What?
Noble birth has been nothing but a source of pain for me. For me, and for my parents. We got sucked into the rebellion in the Empire, and it led to many responsibilities for us. The things we went through. I can hardly bear to speak of it. All I want now is to give my mother and father the chance to live out their years in peace. I intend to do whatever I can to ease the hardships of our people, while I still have life left in me. Naturally, I worry about what will come to pass after I'm gone. But I'm sure things will work out, so long as there are people like you around working so hard for a better future.
So you have been thinking of the future, even despite all of that. I am so sorry. I had no idea. Lysithea, I have offended you most persistently. Please find it in your heart to forgive my impudence.
Don't worry about it. If you're so insistent upon being my friend, I'm sure more tasty snacks and tea will help persuade me.
Who turned you into Hilda?
Thinking of the future holds such importance. Better to find someone who actually has one.
I understand. Yes, let's take tea together again soon.
Where will that go? Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Whew. Today's training was murder. Ah, Shamir, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Shamir? Oh, I suppose she's meditating or something. Never mind then, I guess.
Where are you going?
Ah! Shamir!
Don't you have a question?
No, it's not important.
I'm finished meditating. Speak.
No, it's not. You're probably tired anyway.
Always be willing to speak and ask questions. Understood?
Yes, understood. I'll remember that for next time.
Next time?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm okay for today. Sorry to disturb you. I'll be leaving now.
Why must he be so difficult?
Good question. It's like working with Bernadetta, constantly hearing I'm sorry over and over again.
What's wrong with you?
Everything.
Shamir! How long have you been there?
Too long. You're blocking my way.
Wait! There's something I wanted to ask you.
Ask? Just make it quick.
Well, you see, whenever I go into battle, the enemy seems to find me right away.
Oh, this is gonna get a
easy
snarky
target,
response.
But I want to be able to move around the battlefield without being noticed, like you do. So what do you think? Would it be possible?
Do you think you're being noticed because of your size?
Of course! I'm pretty hard to miss, you know. I thought that was obvious.
Wrong. It's not your size, it's your presence. It's strong, almost unbearably so.
My presence? Is that something I can change?
With practice. Maybe. Let me ask you, have you ever felt my presence?
Now that I think about it, I haven't. That must be why I didn't notice you earlier. But how can I do that? Will you teach me? Please? Please?
Fine. There's a breathing technique that masks your presence. When you breathe, are you continuously inhaling then exhaling?
Well, of course. That's the best way I know how. I'd explode if I only breathed in.
Right. To minimize your presence, breathe in, then out again. In through the nose, then gently out through the mouth twice.
In, out, out.
Is that a real thing?
That's it? I could definitely do that. I couldn't do it, Shamir.
Breathe less. Keep it to the absolute minimum.
I don't know the minimum.
It'll take some practice.
Sure. I'll keep trying. In, out, out is trickier than it sounds.
I don't know if that was a misspeak based on the subtitles or intentional. Either way, it works really well.
Yet another lovely day. On such a fine day as this, it would certainly be nice to go for a stroll with someone. I wonder if anyone is around.
This is gonna end badly for you.
Oh my, such awful noises. Who, or rather, what is making those sounds?
Huh? Oh, hello, Flame!
Did you just faint? Really?
My apologies. I feel a bit better now.
Did you just
You
faint?
scared me. You nearly knocked me over with that scream.
Well, you startled me. Appearing out of nowhere and making such sounds? What is it you are doing here anyway?
I'm just out here using logs to train.
Wow. Are you really capable of lifting something so massive, Raphael?
Of course. Wanna see?
Uh-oh. It's gonna be Felix all over again.
See? Told you I could do it.
That was magnificent.
Uh-oh.
Do you suppose I could give it a try as well?
You fool.
It might be a bit too much for your tiny arms.
Tiny or no, I want to be stronger. Do you have any tips for someone both willing and eager to grow?
It's probably best to start by practicing your battle cry.
What?
If you let out a good shout, you'll feel even more powerful.
You are a font of knowledge. Can you apply your wisdom
no.
and show me by example?
Where's Seth?
No problem. Just follow my lead.
Where's Seth?
Yeah!
What the hell am I listening to? You can't be intimidating, Flame.
Do I look stronger now?
What?
It's working. I knew this would help.
What? Oh yeah, just end it there. Yeah, just end it there. Yeah, you do that. You do that. You do that, game. I don't even care that I just oversaturated my mic to hell and back. Good frickin' lord. Okay. Good thing I'm ending there. Yeah, not a long stream this time around, but honestly I've been throwing way too much at this game lately. Got a couple things I need to do tonight, and honestly, actually now that I think about it, my brother probably will want to do something, assuming his internet's not giving him trouble. Either way, I better go see to that. So, thank you all for watching, and next time we will go into the Valley of Torment. Here goes nothing.